Wrestling Superstore.
Jap Cannonball!
They have everything from wrestling collectibles to Marvel to Star Wars to Funko Pops and a whole lot more. They're choke slamming high prices. Or maybe you're in the mood for something spooky. Come on down and pick up some of your favorite current and retro video games. Shop online or in store. We have something for everyone. Funkenstein is located in Englishtown, New Jersey Flea Market in the Blue Building from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. And don't forget to bring your buddy.
I am ECPW's El Campeón, the light heavyweight, the Shining Star Rey Calitri, and you are now tuned in to the BCP.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into a very special international Shining Star edition of the BCP Shameless Promo, brought to you by our friends over at Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located at the Englishtown Flea Market in Englishtown, New Jersey, Saturdays and Sundays from 8 to 3 p.m. Check them out online and on eBay. Ladies and gentlemen, don't want to bury the lead here because this guy, his time is valuable. He is traveling the world, seeing all the wonders of the world. This guy, you could call him maybe the ninth wonder of the world. Please welcome to the show. You know him as the ECPW Light Heavyweight Champion. He is the current reigning and defending Titan Championship Wrestling Middleweight Champion. Oh, that belt's looking real spiffy. Please welcome back to the show our good friend, Mr. Rey Calitri. Ray, looking good over there, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me as always.
Yeah, man. He's getting his workout, carrying that gold all over the place. Why don't you tell the people, I believe we're allowed to talk about it this time, where you are right now, what's going on? I think there's some high altitude going on over there. What's going on?
Oh, man, dude. So right now I am in Lima, Peru. Came out here for my birthday vacation week. And one of my goals is to see the new Seven Wonders of the World. As you may or may not know, I did see the last remaining original Seven Wonder of the World of the Pyramids of Giza, which was last year. That's the last one that's remaining for the, for that list. So then they came out with a new list. I believe it was in 2017. So it was like on 7/7/17. I think that's what it was. And I'm already 2 down. So I saw the Pyramids of Chichen Itza last year as well when I went to Mexico. And this year I saw Machu Picchu, I don't know, like 4 days ago or so. So 2 down, 5 more to go. So, we're getting there.
That's awesome, man. First of all, happy birthday, bro. I can officially wish you a happy birthday. I hope it was great. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yes. I always love talking to you, not just because it's wrestling, which we'll get to. We'll get the promo in, guys. Mount Olympus on the 19th. Make sure you check that out. Ray's got a big match, as always. The main event, the marquee Rey Calitri over here. But I always like talking to you, man, because we get to talk geography a little bit. I am experiencing culture through you. I think it's very, very cool. My dad popped big for the pyramids when he watched it back. It was just so cool, man. I'm very appreciative. I think everyone watching is very appreciative of you doing this for us, man. But I asked you off air, I'm like, Machu Picchu, like, what exactly is that? Like, is it a mountain? Obviously there's some history behind it, and you were kind of explaining it to me. And you were actually trying to call me from out there. We were trying to do this air, and it's just connection and altitude and all that stuff. Well, first of all, you're crazy. Second of all, tell us a little bit about Machu Picchu.
Okay, so I'm a wrestler. I've been hit in the head with too many steel chairs. So I'm paraphrasing here. Please don't be like, oh my God, what is he talking about? I'm just paraphrasing.
No, I don't even know. So
okay. Yeah. Right. So it is actually where the Incas, which is a tribe that was here like way back in the days, where they settled on this mountain, and that's where they had civilization, and they had like running water, and it was crazy because we're seeing like all of the engineering that they did, like all of the stones and the heavy boulders and like all this, like it was super wild. So I'm in Lima right now, and Machu Picchu is in this town next to Aguascalientes. So I had to travel from Lima to Cusco, then from Cusco to Aguascalientes. It was a complete trek. So from Lima to Cusco, I had to catch a plane, right? Because if not, you're driving 11 hours, right? So you catch a plane ride for an hour, you get there. So from Cusco, you take a bus ride, right?
Okay.
Over to I forgot the name of the town. But you take a bus ride, which is 4 hours into that town. I should have been more prepared for this. I didn't think you were going to ask me this question.
No, it's you've been to a lot of places, man.
Yeah. I've been all over. Again, I've been in the head, hitting the head so many times with a steel chair. So after you take that bus ride, you have to take a train ride, which is another 4 hours, right? And this is the only way to do it. Like you can't go around it. There's like no affordable way to do it, on your own or whatever, because everyone tries to save a little bit of money or whatever. But it is expensive to get to. And then from there, you would stay in the town, Aguascalientes, and then there you stay over the night. And then first thing in the morning, you start your trek. You catch a small bus ride. I think it's like 15 minutes up the mountain. Or you can trek the mountain if you want, but that's way longer. That's a whole different animal on his own. So then after you take that bus ride up to not the top of the mountain, but like the beginning of the mountain, so to speak, and then you start your trek. Depending on where you want to go, they have like I think it's 4 different things for you to see there. And of course, me being me, thinking that I'm Mr. Macho Man, Mr. Tough Man. I want to see everything. I want to do everything, right? So we took this. Me and Soraya, we took this hike up. It's called Huayno Picchu. So if you look at the picture posted on my social media, you're gonna see me. You're gonna see Machu Picchu in the lower bottom of the picture, and then right towards the right hand side of it, a little bit like the highest peak that you could see in the picture. That's called Huayno Picchu, and that's what we hiked. And dude, let me tell you, when we got there, it was first thing in the morning, so it was a little bit foggy, so you couldn't really see much. But it felt like you were literally in the clouds when you got to the top. Wow. And as we were descending, it started to clear up, and you could see more like down. And I think it would have been worse if the air would have been cleared up, because now you see all of this greenery around you, and you're like, oh my God, if I take one wrong step, I am falling towards this cliff or, whatever. And over there, it's like they don't have no nice, pretty wood floors or finished railings, or it's all like rocks and like a cable that's hanging from the side of the cliff. And it's pretty wild because once you get to the top, it says Huayno Picchu, 2,600, I'm paraphrasing again, 2,600 meters or something like that. So I'm thinking it was feet, and I'm like, oh, okay, sure, hey, we got it, right? So I took a picture in front of it. I'm like this, and come to find out, when I do the translation, it was like 8,700 feet or something like that. Like it just completely blew my mind. Wow. And then, because remember, now once you go up, you have to come back down. Right?
That's it.
So so check this out, right? So when you go up trekking, you're going up in a straight line like this, right? And then you're going around this way, and then the top of the mountain is here, right? Somewhere around here, right?
Okay.
So then when you do is you come back down this way, because it has arrows, right? So it has arrows. So you come back down this way, right? So you're back at this point where you started right here, right? There wasn't no arrow there, right? So this is a funny story. Soraya is gonna be so mad at me, right? So I'm like, dude, I don't want to go back this way. Let's just cut. Like you see a little banister. I'm like, let's just cut and let's just go this way. So sure enough, I went back this way, and dude, it took me right back around to where I was, to the freaking sign where it said 2,600 meters. And Soraya looks at me. She goes, there's no freaking way. We were just here. Oh my God, I can't stand you. I can't believe you. Why would you want to cross over the banister? You're trying to take a shortcut, and look, it didn't even pay off. And I'm like, damn. So if you go up this way and you go around to the top, and then you're coming back down this way. So once you come back to this meeting point, you got to go back down this way.
Dude, It's epic, man. Look at you,
man.
Man,
and let me
tell
you. Let me tell you. And let me tell you that the story gets a little bit better, right?
Please.
So when I arrived from Lima to Cusco, we got to our hotel. It's five floors up, right? So we're just bringing in the luggage, all this other stuff, whatever. And by the time I get to the 5th floor, and mind you, I'm just dragging the luggage. I'm not even doing nothing special. I'm not going up the stairs. I'm not doing anything. I get to the top, dude, and I had to like put my hands on my knees, and I was like, yo, I feel super winded. Like this altitude over here is super real. Like I feel like I just did a 30-minute match with Rick Recon or something. Like, you know, like one of those nights, you know. And I'm like, but so then it gets even better. It gets even better, right? So, real quick, side tip.
Yeah, please.
So when I got to Huayno Picchu, allegedly our tour is over, right? Because now you just exit, right? So we didn't technically get to see Machu Picchu, because if you want to see Machu Picchu, there's two things. You have to go make that line again, pay the admission, right? And then you have to hike all over again. But, you know, me being resourceful the way I am, I was talking to the guy. Yo, listen, whatever. It's my birthday, you know.
There it is.
Let me slide, you know. So the dude is like, look, man, listen, I don't want to get nobody in trouble, but if you hit my man off with a little something, you know,
yeah,
get you in. So I looked at him and I look at Soraya. I'm like, yo, let's do it. That's what we came here for, right? So I got my bag, right? I got my big book bag and stuff, right? So I'm walking, whatever. So then the guy, he comes, picks me up from like the exit, and instead of me going this way, he takes me this way. So I'm like, oh, perfect. He cut me in half already. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. So I slid him a little bit of money how to slide him, you know, nothing crazy, but you know, little slide, right?
Sure.
So we get up top, whatever. Mind you, there's no bathrooms here because you're like in the middle of this mountain and this early civilization. Like there's nothing, and there's hundreds of people in this place, Rob, right? So Soraya, she's like, okay, so how are you going to change, right? Because my goal was to like wear a suit in Machu Picchu, right?
Yes.
Right? That, you know, that's the goal. So, and good thing I had my sport leggings on and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I don't even care. Like, I'm not from around here. Like, what are these people going to do? I don't, you know. So I just took off my shorts real quick, made sure, you know, no one was really looking that much. I was trying to hide like behind some stones, you know, like real quick. So I put my pants
just
on,
find some
whatever.
stones. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, find some stones, you know. So I changed real quick, you know, it's my little Armani suit, you know, real quick. So then we start walking, and Rob, I kid you not, everybody's looking at me like this.
Yup.
Like who's this guy in a suit? Like, how did he climb up here in a suit? He's not even sweating. He's not even dirty.
Because he's Rey Calitri. That's why.
So I go to this one spot where I wanted my picture, right? But I didn't like it, right? So then the guy, he sees me and he's like, hey, you got to get out of there. You got to get out. I said, all right, I'm sorry. So now, anyway, long story short, I found this other spot that was way better. I did get the picture, but at what cost, right? The reason why I tell you this is because if we would have left from Huayno Picchu right away, we were good. But because I was so persistent on the birthday picture, right? The Machu Picchu on a suit picture, the mosquitoes over there started attacking us while we were down in Machu Picchu. They didn't attack us while we were up in the mountains. Right. It was just when we were there. So what ends up happening is these mosquitoes are super duper relentless. Like I literally had like 75 bites on my ankles and my arms and forearms.
Oh my God.
And then my ankle gets swollen up to like this big. Like that big. It goes,
oh my God.
Soraya too. We were miserable for like 2 days. We're sitting, you know, so now instead of having like 3 days of like hang out, good stuff, whatever, we only had 1 day. And then the other 2 days we took to recover with our feet up, and we're like drinking soup, and we're doing, we're doing local stuff instead of doing excursions and getting to know the country more and stuff like that. But overall it was okay. I can't complain, but it is two things. I would never do it again, ever. I don't care. Even if you tell me, hey, Ray, come with me. I'm going to, all expenses paid. Come on. Yeah. I got you, brother. No. You don't got nothing. Not me. I'm good. Thank you. And the second thing that I will say is, if anyone who is watching this, and they do plan on, because it is a seven wonder of the world, it is super dope to see the pictures, the videos, the history behind it. Super, super cool. But I would advise, if you were to do that, do it towards the tail end of your trip. So then like that, in case if you aren't feeling good or something, you're halfway home by the time you're getting sick, or, whatever the case might be. So you could take care of yourself better at home instead of over here when you're in a country where you don't know anybody, you don't know what's what. You might not speak the language, you might not have a hospital from here to like an hour away, let's just say, so yeah.
Hey, Ray, that's really cool though. I'm glad you had a good birthday overall.
Yep.
Very well deserved. Encore, if you're listening, obviously, I guess target the ankle at this point. I kid, Ray, but I kid. But let's talk about it. Shameless promo. Funny guy, I know. We got to bring bug spray if we go to Peru.
Yeah.
Ray, serious talk. We got to talk shop a little bit, man. On the 19th, we have Mount Olympus, biggest event for Titan of the year. You are facing obviously Encore, who let's be real, man. You faced someone who was part of the biggest bloodline / dynasty in the world, in the business. There's documentaries being filmed right now. You won. You're killing it.
Sure.
Well-deserved title reign. We'll talk about that press conference in a little bit too, man. The title looks great, but now you have an up-and-comer in Encore. This, not to say new blood, but still fairly early in his career, and he is killing it. He's crafty. You're very agile too. You're very quick, but this guy is really quick. I think he's like the Bang energy drink champion as well. He's got like the sponsorship going on. I see a little bit of Calitri in this kid. I'm not gonna lie, just calling him down the middle. What are your thoughts going into facing a young up-and-comer like Encore?
So facing Encore should be a challenge, which is good because I accept challenge, obviously, because that's why I am champion, and then this is why I represent, the middleweight division. This is what I do. This is what I signed up for. This is, I anyone who wants to sign up, you just gotta, you know what you gotta do. You just speak to the right people and we make it happen, and that's it. But as far as Encore goes, I'm really happy for him that he's doing his thing, and then kudos to you and bravos to you and all that stuff. But the game is different now. The game is different because now it's not, you're not facing somebody who's slower than you or who's bigger than you. We match up pretty much the same size, the same height, the same speed. We have similar wrestling styles. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But, right, I have champion's advantage. And with champion advantage comes a lot of perks. First perk is America's favorite agent.
All right.
AJ
All right.
Pan, right? Yeah, you know how to go there. You know how to go there, right? And then the second advantage is the beautiful Mamacita Soraya. So, you could come out and do the flashy dancing and all the stuff that he does, which is great. Listen, great. I'm all for it. I'm all for the showmanship, entertainment aspect of it and everything. But it's one of those things where, like I tell everyone who's ever wrestled me and that bell rings, and when it's finished, they'll be like, yo, Ray is real. Like Ray got it going on. He could go, he could do his thing. Like, like this guy, he should be in a better position the way he's in, et cetera, et cetera. I just let people talk. It doesn't matter. I just let people talk. But at the end of the day, when that bell rings, you're going to find out, why I'm the man, why I'm the king, why I sit on the throne, why I'm pretty much untouchable when it comes to the middleweight division.
I mean, your resume speaks for itself. You're killing it right now. You and Soraya are killing it. I'm just saying, cut the dead weight, right? I don't think, I think you're killing it. You two are great together. That's all I'm saying.
Why is everybody hating on my man AJ Pan? Why is everybody hating on America's favorite agent?
I mean, could he buy a cheeseburger after you win? That's all I'm gonna say. I'll leave it at that. But Ray, I want to say this one. No bias here, obviously. Sure. I want to say this, man. How important is it to you to have like a show stealing match? Like, obviously the priority is to retain the title, against an up and comer like Encore. I think this is going to be a really good match, a possible show stealer. We also have a light heavyweight title match, I believe, for the debut of that. We have two young high flyers in Rocket and Daniel Alexander. That's going to be really good too. A possible other match of the night. Is any attention or priority on stealing the show? A lot of performers want to steal the show, or is it just handling business and going to the pay window?
No, man, for me, it's always stealing the show. It's always being, giving people that moment that everyone talks about, where anyone could have a match. We've been over this a million times. But in my previous match, what are people going to talk about? The fact that I may or may have not have gotten a little help from Soraya and a cookie sheet. I may or may have not. But I know that's what people are talking about. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah, but that's always the goal for every performer, for you to quote unquote steal the show or have match of the night. Because if that's not your goal and you're just here because of the pay window, that means you're being lazy. You're not honing your craft. You're not caring about you or the fans or people watching at home, or social, your social media presence, or et cetera. The list goes on and on. But the goal is always to steal the show, or still have the main event. So even if you're not main event, even if you're first or you're third or you're last or whatever, you always have to do something that takes people's attention, that when they talk about you after the show, they'll be like, oh yeah, man, I remember Rey did this. You know what? I want to see what's gonna happen at the next show. So I'm gonna come back to see how he's gonna progress, or what he's gonna do next. Or I want to see him get his ass kicked, or I want to see his hand get raised, or like what is he gonna do to figure it out next. So that's the biggest challenge as a performer for me, is because obviously I do want to have match of the night, and I do want to have main event style matches, but it's always what can we do to get to that point where we have people vested, so that at let's just say at intermission they want to come and talk to you, or they want an autograph or take a picture with you, or and this is one of those things I always say, you never know who's watching, right? So if you're on IWTV and some just random guy in Germany is watching your match, and let's say it's WXW, that's not a random guy, but WXW, they're watching your stuff, they'll be like, oh, you know what? Bring me Rey and Encore, or bring me Rey, or bring me Encore, or bring me Rey and Saraya, or bring me, it's always, so you always want to strive to be the top match of the night.
Yeah, I respect that. I think that's a great answer too. Just, yeah, you want to defend your title. Yeah, you want to retain. You're going to concentrate on your match, target on what's ahead of you, but you have that business mindset as well. I appreciate that, man. You're doing your job, and I'm just doing my job here, man. Hypothetically, man, I look at all the factors going into these matches, into these events overall, and I got to say this, Rey. Obviously, you're defending your middleweight championship, but there is a Rumble, the Mount Olympus Rumble. There is a Rumble. We've talked to you in the past about, hey, do you want to target heavyweight gold, this and that? I'm just saying, calling it down the middle, Rey. Sometimes, people get injured. Sometimes people don't make it to a show. Sometimes there's a spot that opens up. This could be Rey Calitri's night, because Gangone is putting, I believe, both titles on the line. This is not for number one contender. This is for the gold. Gangone will be in there. I like Gangone. I like his title run so far. I respect him. His post-match speech after winning that title, it touched me, man. I'm not going to lie. It was amazing. But that being said, I don't know if this is the smartest move for Gangone. You're trying to run through all these competitors. This could be Calitri's night if you do it the right way. Has that scenario crossed your mind?
Of course it crossed my mind, Rob. I am always one to want to make history, to always want more money, to always want more notoriety from the people, because that's what gets the people talking. That's what gets the people going. And I'm always up for another challenge, another write another chapter in the book of Rey Calitri and in Titan Championship Wrestling, and become the first ever double crown or triple crown, depending on how you see it, with 2 titles or 3 or whatever the case may be. It's something that me and AJ Pan, your favorite agent, we have discussed together. And if the opportunity is there, of course I'm going to take it. Of course, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, I could see it going down, and it would be well-deserved, and good luck to Mr. Gangone at the same time, man. He's been a very honorable, deserving champion, as have you, sir. So very interested to see how it plays out on the 19th for Titan. And guys, if that does happen, I'm just saying, the rate goes up on Calitri, because he's going to need an extra bag to check for those planes. He's got a lot of belts to carry, He's extra luggage. He's got a lot of gold to carry,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's it. But Rey, you're all over the place, man. You're killing it. I did want to ask you this, man. Last time I talked to you, we didn't know what was going on with the title physically after you buried it in an unknown location. We had that great press conference, which was great. Thank you, Titan, for putting that together. It was awesome, man. What was that experience like for you? Because you do conduct yourself, as your peers say all the time, like a world champion, man. World traveler. You're literally in Peru right now. I mean, how has that been for you, that reception to that press conference and representing the new Titan Championship Wrestling middleweight championship belt?
Excuse the mamacitas that just walk by the way,
Yeah, I was going to say, Rey Calitri's here. We know how this goes.
The champ is here, So here's the thing. A lot of people want to say thank Titan, for putting a press conference together. No, people should be thanking me, because I buried that atrocious belt that was hideous and it was not Shining Star material. So what did I do? I forced Titan's hand to create a brand new belt just for me and just for the middleweight division. So everyone should be thanking me. I don't know why everyone's like, oh, thank you, Titan. Thank you, Titan. Oh, my God, Billy. Oh, my God, Charlie. Oh, my God, you guys are so great. Oh, my. How about me? How about you guys thank me? I'm putting the little sazon. I'm putting the little adobo. I'm putting a little Spanish flavor. Why people can't thank me? But as far as doing the press conference and burying the title, that was symbolic to me because when it was my night to win it, I soaked it all in with AJ and Soraya and my family members that were in the crowd and all that stuff. And it's a milestone in my career because it's year 3 and I'm going into year 4, December 1st. So each year that I've been wrestling or in my career, I've won a new title in every new year is a new title in a different company promotion. So that was super, super special to me because this is something that I've said before. Me and AJ, when we came in, no one knew who the heck we were. Other than the few people in the back knew who we were, but people didn't really know who we were. So as we establish ourselves, as we're going forward and with the Rick Recon storyline and going forward, and I finally captured the gold and the dream and all of this and all that. And now I'm the man, right? Like I'm, the bullseyes on my back and stuff like that. That was super special to me. So for me to have that title and I'm looking at it and, that night or whatever, and I'm, driving back home in my, $80,000 Maserati. I got the hot mamacita on next to me. I'm going to my 6-bedroom house, that costs $750,000. The whole spiel. You know what I mean? So I pull up to my driveway, 4-car driveway, as you know. I pull up and I'm looking at the title. I'm like, yo, this title is not suitable for me. This is for like a Rick Recon or Nico's Ricos or one of those guys. One of those guys. Wow. It's not Shining Star material. So fast forward when the press conference happened, I was so happy and excited because it's something that me and AJ accomplished together, along with Soraya, and to see Titan be like, okay, look, you got us. We can't find the belt. You don't want to put the coordinates where it's at. Because it's one of those things where people are like, you put the coordinates in India and that's not even a beach in India, but that's the whole point. That's the whole point of burying the belt, yeah, of course, that's the whole point. So I basically forced their hand. So for them to do it and just giving me the presentation and all that stuff, it's pretty cool to see because now they're like, okay, this is our guy. No matter what he's done, no matter how much money he has or how much of a jerk he is or how much people want to like him or boo him because everyone's all confused about what's going on with me. Because, when I come out, everybody sees the pearly whites and the $1 million smile and the $1 million face and, the gear and the hot mamacita and AJ, they see all that stuff. But then once they see the antics, everyone wants to start booing us and whatever. So people are confused. But at the end of the day, I'm the man. I'm the king. I'm the man. I'm untouchable right now. I don't know if you got to see it. Maybe your fans or whoever's watching did not get to see my latest promo. Please, this is shameless plug. Shameless plug for my own promo. Shameless plug. Hey, shameless plug. It's a promo that me and Soraya and super producer Coltrane, we worked very hard on. A lot of different shots, a lot of different creativity into it, a lot of showmanship, a lot of shows my little flashy side, my little flashy side that I wasn't able to show before. Because I didn't have the producer to produce this type of video quality and content. So when I finally got with Coltrane, I told him my idea. So we back and forth for about, 2 months or so. And then we finally got it together. And I'm like, you know what? No, we have to do it for Mount Olympus. It's the biggest show of the year. It's the biggest show of the company. So, we're going to do it right. So it's different for me because I don't know. I'm pretty sure but I'm not sure if the people know or not, but I love to talk. I love to yap. You can put a camera on me at any second. I'm like spot on. Whatever. But it was super cool for me because it sees me in a different light because I'm not even saying a word in this video. I'm literally not even a word. And it's just crazy to see the reaction of the people so far about the video. And now I have people reaching out to me that they want to start working with me. They want to start collaborating with me and all of this stuff. So it's always, always a good thing.
Very well said, man. And you're so darn good, Ray, because that was my next question. You already answered. I was going to talk about the car promo. And guys, check it out. If I put the car promo, and I'm not talking he's sitting in his front seat cutting the promo on his phone. No.
Right.
This is the Maserati. This is high production, beautiful. I mean, I just watch it and I just want to trade lives. As always.
Wait, did you peep the bottle of Louis the 13th that's
I saw it
in the video?
I saw it.
That's a $5,000 bottle. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Of course.
I don't know if you're aware of that, but just put that little fun fact in there, you know?
I know how you roll, and that's so cool. And I want to say this first of all, you and Sarai were great at the press conference. I forget if there's anyone else involved. And that being said, I did want to say 4 years in the business, man. That's pretty short time, man. Like, congratulations, seriously. Like, you've accomplished so much and traveled all over the world, man. Like, that's really cool. Like 4 years, that's very cool, man.
So like, if you really like want to take, like, if you want to digest it and like people. You know, the people who know it all and stuff like that. Like, I literally lost a year because I broke my ankle twice in 1 year,
right,
in 2019. So it's like 3 years, right? And then you're like, oh no, but COVID happened. Okay, so you take another year out. So it's really like 2 years, you know. But for the sake of argument, I just tell people 4 years. I just tell people 4 years because I started training again back in November 2018. I had my first match in December 2018. So I just say 4 years just for the sake of argument, so that I'm not going back and forth with people tit for tat, you know, that type of thing. But it's super cool because I have a lot of things planned coming up. I have a lot of cool surprises coming up. And it's super cool just to see myself progress and continue getting better and continue growing and continue learning from the process. I mean, hell, even, okay, so last year, I don't know if you remember or not, but I was in Egypt for my birthday, where the guys from PWO over there, for the guys from PWO over there, they have an academy, but they haven't had a show in about 2 years because of the COVID regulations, you know, all this other stuff. So when I went just to train with the guys, and I ended up giving a seminar out of nowhere, right? And it's always pretty cool, right? So you fast forward a year later, I'm in Peru. I missed this guy's show. He had the show on the 5th. I got here on the 5th, on November 5th, but I got here way too late. So he goes, listen, I want you to be part of the show, but if you can't make it, then it's okay. Then next time. And I'm like, no. How about, let me go train with you guys. Let me go roll around with you guys. He goes, oh, okay, sure. Whatever works for you. So we linked up with our schedules and stuff. And sure enough, we gave another class in Peru on Thursday, which was 2 days ago or 2 days ago. I'm sorry, because it's Saturday. My brain is all scrambled.
You're in vacation mode. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I'm on vacation mode. But no, and I train with these guys in Peru. And like every year, it's pretty cool to see where my traveling or where the world takes me or life takes me, where I just simply reach out to people. Hey, listen, I'm here. If I can be at any service for you or your guys or your promotion, rather it be a show, training, let's do promo seminars, like whatever. And I always throw out the different ideas and stuff. Oh man, this win is ruining. You're ruining my video. Come on, man. You gotta come on now. I look like an indie guy right now. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Oh my god.
You're good, Ray. Trust me, you're living your best life, man.
Man, the win. Stop it. Anyway, so no, it's pretty cool to see on how everything is just progressing and more people are knowing who I am internationally. And I'm making more friends as I go down the line. Like I just met this really good dude, like from Ecuador, and he's like, oh, listen, whenever you're down here, just whatever. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go train in Chile. And he actually was in Mexico, and he trained with one of the guys that I trained in Mexico. So that's sort of how the conversation started. So it's just been super cool to see and super cool to experience.
That's really cool, man. And all wrestling aside, man, and winning championships
sure.
And all that, man. That is so cool. Just like getting to experience that in Egypt. And that's why I appreciate it. Like I remember seeing some of the pictures of them. I'm like, oh, like little things. I'm like, oh, the ring is smaller and like little things. And like, how did you communicate and stuff? Like it was really, really cool, man. And I'm sure you'll never forget those things, right?
No.
It's so cool. Ray, I want to be respectful of your time, but I do want to ask you this one, man. Like you're blowing up, man. You're feeling no, I don't want to keep you, man. I could talk to you all day, man. I know you're on vacation,
you
bro.
Cut me out.
Never, bro.
Look, I'm in Peru. Look, this is not a green screen. Look,
it is never.
I had to do my line, right?
I heard he's jumping in the pool. That not with that watch, you ain't. Yeah. That's it, bro. Always styling, my guy. I did want to ask you this one, man. You kind of led into it perfectly. You're blowing up right now. You're feeling the momentum. You're working on some big productions. Even your, wrestling promos are pretty big right now, man. Not just the location, the production we saw on the last one, man. You're killing it. Very well deserved, Ray. I kind of see, not to say another career path, like stay with this career, but like we see a lot of wrestlers transition from in the ring to outside the ring, movie roles, stuff like that. I could see that for you, man. Is that something that's ever crossed your mind?
So here's the thing. It's actually pretty funny that you bring that up out of completely nowhere.
I know nothing, by the way. Yeah.
Right. Coltrane, after we did the video and he did the editing and all this stuff, and I'm talking to him a little bit more, getting to know him, feel him out a little bit more, because he has always been recommended to me. I just didn't have the right idea in place. And there he goes, look, oh my God, this is terrible. What are you doing? Like, you're killing me. I'm trying to wrap up over here. Jesus Christ, trying to wrap up over here.
You're good, bro.
Got the cabanas over here. Come on, you killing me over here, man.
Yeah, Jesus. You're really hurting over there. Yeah.
So Coltrane, as I'm getting to know him as a person, and I'm going to continue working with him, heading into the future. Obviously, he reaches out to me. He goes, "Oh, listen, I'm part of this acting drama club that, I think you would be a perfect fit for it." So I was like, yo, I never thought about it, but I mean, yeah, whenever you have an event or something organized, just send me the details, and then as long as I'm not traveling, I'm always down. I'm always down for it. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
And I'm just saying this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Calitri can do his own stunts. I believe that. I don't want to speak for you. I think you could do your own stunts. Ray, dude, time is flying when you're having fun, man. I think this has been 45 minutes already, dude. Really good, straight up talking to you, man. But before we get out of here, all about that shameless pro with Mamacita's bothering you again. What's going on over here? We're all about that shameless promo, bro. Tell everyone where they can follow you, catch you, get the merch, all that good stuff.
All right, so real quick before we get out of here, man,
please, no rush.
One last story.
Please, no rush whatsoever.
So yesterday I was in the Huacachina Desert, right? I'm minding my business. Huacachina Desert. So they have literally it's a town with a body of water in the middle. Like, it's super. You could look it up. You could Google this. It's super wild, super crazy. I've never seen nothing like this. So, I'm minding my business and I'm, shooting some content and, all that other, all the good stuff that I always do when I'm traveling, right? So I'm minding my business, doing whatever. And then Soraya's in front of me, and she's I see that she keeps turning her head, and you see these two little kids to her left, right this way. And one of the things that I've learned, because I got the titles out and I got the gold, and I'm dressed like $1 million in the desert. And again, it's one of those things who the heck is this guy? He's all dressed up and what is he doing? Right? So one of the things that I don't like to do right away is when I see a group of people or kids or women, dads, whatever the case is, I don't like to smile, because my $1 million pearly white smile, that's going to invite them to come over, right? And then I don't like to do one of these, the little nod, yeah, I see you, I recognize you, whatever, because then again, they're going to come over. So usually I save that for the end, because I'm just trying to shoot my stuff so I could, so I could get out of there, right? So I could dart out of there. And sure enough, the kid didn't even care that I wasn't looking at him or anything. He just blatantly crossed right in front of the camera. Hey, sir, can I take a picture with you? I was seeing you got the titles and stuff. He's talking to me in Spanish, obviously. So I'm like, what's so crazy? I wanted to take a picture with you. Sure, come on over.
Oh, right? That's all. I love that, man. I love that.
Yeah. So you love that, but I don't, because I'm dying. It's 90 degrees in this desert. I'm dressed up, I got this, this kid right here with his cousin or whoever he is. But then it gets better, because now all of a sudden I take a picture with him. I take a picture with this guy. Next thing you know, I have a line of 20 people waiting.
Yeah. That's awesome, right? Hey, man.
So now
that's important too. I appreciate you doing that, though.
Oh, of course. It's always, I don't mind it. Again, I don't mind it, but I just want to pump this out. So, because especially if I'm in the zone and my brain is firing at 1 million miles a minute, and I'm like, whatever. And then it's just okay, stop. Let's go do this. And then we got to come back. And then I have to reset, my emotions and my feelings and what I'm going to say. And, that's with the swag and, everything else in between. So something that should have took me usually like 8 minutes to do, right, give or take, it ended up taking me like half an hour because now I had to like talk to all these people and take the pictures. And I always carry. This is one thing. This is a pro tip for any wrestler who travels the world, anyone who travels. Period. Whenever you're shooting content anywhere else, if you might have an idea, yes or no, who knows? I have no idea. But please carry some 8x10 so you can give them out to the fans. So that's what I just grab my portfolio. I just, sign a few autographs here, whatever, and that's it.
It's good business too, but more importantly, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, man, is the fans. And I appreciate you always taking the time, whether you're in Egypt, whether you're in Peru, man, wherever you
Costa
are,
Rica.
man. That's very
everywhere.
cool, man. And you act like a star because you are a star, man. A double champion, hashtag Rey Calitri, 2 belts right now. He's always carrying the gold all over the place. He might be carrying more gold in the near future. I don't doubt it. Rey, tell everyone where they can follow you. Oh, this guy's getting his workout over here. Tell everyone where they can follow you, bro.
Now you can talk to me. Now I'm ready. Now you can talk to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? We got to restart this whole interview again because now I wasn't ready before. Now I'm ready.
Oh, there he is. This guy's living his best life. Where can everyone follow you on social media? Get the merch, all that good stuff, Rey.
Sure. The merch is you got to catch me at the shows, right? Because for some reason, 4 years, I still don't have a freaking store set up or anything. And I know it's easy. It's just I have a million things going on.
Catch him at the top of a mountain. Catch him outside the pyramids. 7 wonders of the world. Rey might show up.
So it's kind of hard because I'd rather spend, the hour, 2 hours is going to take me to make a store, creating storylines and creating promos and traveling and, doing this type of stuff, but no, seriously, Instagram, Papi Fresh, which is PAP1 Fresh. Facebook is Rey Calitri, Twitter, Calitri Rey, TikTok, I believe is Rey Calitri too. And the merch, whenever you see me at a show, stop on by. Always got something for somebody.
Love it, Rey. And you're killing it. And follow him on social media. The only place where you're going to see a man in a very expensive suit all the way at the top of the mountain. You saw my comment, man. You even addressed it. I'm like, this guy climbed a mountain in a suit. Like that. That's the most Rey Calitri thing ever, man. But you're killing it, Rey. Dude, thanks for making the time. I don't even need to say it, but continued success to you, bro. Appreciate you.
We'll watch the promo, and I'll see you at Mount Olympus.
That's it. And like we always say here on the BCP, guys, everyone stay safe, stay positive. Take care of each other. We out. AJ